And here we are, as stated in the previous E3 video, we are at our second yarn adventure. So I'm just going to cut it here and let the creator tell you his amazing backstory and let you all watch the gameplay trailer for Unraveled.
I created this little doll with some old metal wire that I found and some yarn that I managed to borrow, and then I wandered around in the woods. I was putting yarn in different situations and snapping pictures and figuring out fun ways that you could use your yarn. And I wanted the whole game to feel just like that too. Like it's an exploration. It's a quest where you have to be clever and creative to find the proper path. And the game is centered on Yarny. This little character was on a big journey and accomplishing big things despite being so small. The gameplay is all physics-based. You have to find a way forward and overcome all these obstacles that you'll come across. And those problems can have simple solutions, like using your yarn to swing across a gap, or sometimes things might get more complex. So when you look back at that tangled and winding weave of yarn left behind you, you have to stop and wonder how you ever got there. It's kind of like life. I mean, I certainly didn't see myself standing here today back when I was playing with Yarny out in the woods 2 summers ago. But here I am, and I am really, really glad that I finally get to share this game with you all. Unravel... Thank you. Unravel means a lot to us at Coldwood. We put our hearts into this, and we hope that when you play it, you will feel that. So, thank you, and enjoy.
Man, that was lovely. That was so nice. Like, it's such a simplistic idea, and it's no more complex than Yoshi throwing wool balls at objects to make them solid. It's just a little doll swinging using his string, or like making a grappling hook thing using his string, like when you tie all the different bits of string together. It's just this nice, simplistic idea, and it just works. That's the only way I can describe it. It just works, and I think the reason why it works is because it was all that one guy that actually brought the doll into the studio. You know, he made a little doll out of string and metal and just took pictures of it. Just something that he could do in his spare time. And he put so much effort into creating this doll that he now takes it everywhere. And he was playing with it 2 summers ago, and to think that that was the whole reason to make this game. Like, I loved this doll that I made, and I played with it, and I took pictures. And now I want to turn those pictures into a game. And, you know, you saw the pictures near the beginning where, like, the doll was pulling the rock and stuff, and now that's been translated into a game, and it works. It's kind of, how can I describe it? It's a bit like, what it reminds me of the most, it's a bit like Pikmin, in the way you're controlling a cartoony character in a real world. Like, it's not colourful and bright like Yoshi's Island. It's more realistic. The world feels like a photograph. It feels like you're in a photograph, and you are your string character, while still made of string and still has that realish feel, because of the bright, vibrant red and the fact that it's had to be animated, so it feels a bit more cartoony. It makes it stand out. It's like your character stands out against the photo backgrounds. I mean, I know they're not photo backgrounds, they are all animated backgrounds, but they have done it in such a way that it looks like all of the old photographs that he took of this doll, like pulling the rock and stuff. It's basically his imagination and his photos come to life, and that is just like the most beautiful reason to create a game. Like, you're not just creating it because Nintendo wants you to create it, you're creating it because you think that you can make these pictures that you've taken come to life of this thing you've made, and you could hear the passion in his voice when he did this. And I really want to just go onto their website and say, can I get a review copy of this? I would be happy to review this game, because not only does it look great, the music, or the musical track that he chose, which I'm assuming is from the soundtrack, sounds great, and when you were swinging on the pieces of string, it all seemed very fluent, all the animation, like you swung and it was like, whoosh, land. No lag time, no nothing. It all flowed naturally, so it looks great, it sounds great, and it looks like it even plays great, and it looks like it's a whole lot of fun to play, and I really can't wait to play this. Like, I'm hoping, I'm praying that it's not an Xbox exclusive. Like, I really want this to come to Steam or the PS4. At least I'd have a game for the PS4. I'd really want it to come to Steam more, though, because I use Steam a lot, but that was just something so small, and it was something he never, as he said, he never thought that him taking a couple of pictures with this little doll would land him on a stage in front of thousands of people. And, you know, even like big name indie developers like Edmund McMillan, who makes Isaac and Super Meat Boy, don't get to go on stage like that. So I feel he deserved that. Like, something so little ending up on a stage as big as that. He congratulations. That's all I can say to him. Congratulations for making your dream come true. I'm proud of you for that, and I think your game is going to be amazing, and I would love to review it, and I would can't wait to play it. So those are the two Yarn games. The first one of Yoshi looks good, and I can't wait to play it, but the second one of Unravle, there's just something about it that I really want to play that one more than Yoshi's Woolly World. Because Yoshi's Woolly World is just a Nintendo game. I can play that whenever I want, but this one, the Unravelled one, there's just something about it that makes me want to play it more. So, holy, that gets my vote, and that looks great. And the fact that, again, while it was a trailer, all the footage from the trailer was stuff you were going to be doing in-game. That was basically gameplay footage put to music, so we know what to expect. So there you go. That's fantastic. So we're going to move on to some of the more AAA stuff. We're back out of this indie thing. We're back over to AAA. Back to Nintendo next time. So more E3 footage on the way. If you don't want to miss out, feel free to smash that subscribe button. And I will see all of you in the next one, where we'll be back at the Nintendo Treehouse.